hottest day of the year. I'm wearing not one, not two, but 3 pairs of socks. Plus about 5 other layers, hat, gloves, all the rest of it. And I'm still a bit cold. But today, I'm fly fishing for grayling. If I can get 1 fish out, I'll be absolutely buzzing. That is the easiest fish I've ever caught. That's a bloody fish. I think the cold might be making me a bit insane. So cold. Whoa, bloody hell.
The best tactic for catching winter grayling on fly gear has got to be nymphing. Appreciate that does sound a bit weird if you're hearing that for the first time, so better explain myself.
So today I'm fishing with nymphs, which come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes.
Nymphs are basically just the younger larval forms of the flying insects that we see on rivers. These nymphs live on the riverbed, under rocks, and the flies I was using today aim to imitate these insects.
I often tie these flies on a night at home. It's quite relaxing really. But often when I'm doing it, I've usually had a drink, so you can sort of tell how pissed I was when I made each fly. Like, I mean, something like that. I mean, God knows what that is. That's definitely after a bottle of wine.
To fish these nymphs, I use a long, light rod, usually with a couple of nymphs on the line. Then, instead of casting, you simply flick the nymphs upstream of you and let them drift back across you in the current. I use a section of coloured leader, which sits just above the water and helps to detect bites.
That's a bloody fish. That's not a bad fish either. Oh, it's a trout though, but still. Oh, get in. Although we don't really want to be catching these fellas at this time of year. There you get, mate. Oh. That is brilliant. That is a lovely, lovely trout. Let's get him back. Off you go, mate. Well, not a target species, but that was basically my first cast.
Well, it was off to a good start. It was almost making things look easy. But things were about to get even easier, because the next fish I caught, I basically caught by accident.
So I was stood like there, casting like that into that sort of deep water there. And on my back cast, the line dropped in the water just here, and you can see that is literally like, we're talking like that much water, right? And it was in the water for a second as I cast, and in that second, a grayling hammered it. I don't believe that. I actually cannot believe that. I've just set myself to cast again. Just threw the rod this way. And behind me, in that water there was obviously a grayling sat there. And he's just hooked himself. I don't believe it. That is the easiest fish I've ever caught. I mean, I'm not complaining, but that is funny. It's all well and good getting the release shots, but my hands so cold after that. So cold. I'm not going to do another one of them today. Nah, not worth it. Another one. Well, it's another grayling. A bit bigger this time. Beautiful fish. I can barely feel my fingers, but still catching. Absolutely buzzing. So I've just moved down to some faster flowing water. It's deep as well, and currently the flies I've got on are not suitable anymore, because as soon as I chuck them in there, they're not going to get anywhere near the bottom, they're not going to get anywhere near the middle of the water where the fish are. So I'm going to have to put on some slightly heavier flies. And I might be able to get something out, but you know, I was saying earlier that, you know, Euro nymphing can be quite easy, and it can be, but I think the real skill lies in knowing what flies to use in what water. Not just colours, not just different patterns, but the weights of flies as well. That was one of the things I really struggled with when I first started. But yeah, kind of got the hang of it now. I'm saying all this, bet you any money I don't catch anything, so it's pointless anyway. The other thing about Euro nymphing, because you're fishing so close to the bottom, snags are part and parcel. Although he's got that one out. Oh, lovely stuff. But I think I shouldn't count my chickens and move on, because I'm only going to get snagged again here. Just done that thing again. I just went to cast out and this little fella's jumped on. It's like when I try to catch fish, I can't do it. But when I just stop trying, it's rather easy. Oh, what that says about me as a fisherman. Well, it says I'm rubbish, doesn't it? I think we can all agree on that. That's a fish. That is a nice fish as well. But what are you? Because you're going mental. So I don't think it's a grayling. Wait, bloody hell! Oh, this is typical. Absolutely typical. Now, this is far from a done fight, but if I can get this in, this is a fish I would have bloody killed for at any other time of year. It's a beautiful trout. It's a really, really nice looking trout. But I need to get him in quickly. There he is. Oh, fantastic. On that top dropper as well, on the shrimp. Right, let's get him over here. A really, really beautiful trout. But it's not what we want to catch this time of year, so I'm going to get him back straight away. An absolutely beautiful trout. Well, it's -2. Sat in the snow. This mince pie is unbelievable as well. I'm gonna go for a close-up shot with my phone. I think the cold might be making me a bit insane, so I'm going to stop recording now. So the light's fading, I don't really have much time left. But I'm going to try this last spot, which is usually my one of my favourite spots to fish here, because you probably can't tell, but everything in front of us now, there's like a bit of a ridge that comes along like this, and it drops off into like a deep pool. And I've caught grayling before, well, quite a lot of grayling, and just to that spot there where I've just cast, it seems to drop off. You know, they seem to sit there waiting for the food to come to them. So I'll have a few casts here, see if I can get one, but if not, it's on time. This might be a grayling. Knew there'd be one in there, knew there would be. Is it a grayling? Might not be. It might not be. It is, I think. Yeah, it is. Gets in. This one. Yes!
There he is, look. Might just be the best of the day, that one. Cracking fish.
Well, I'm in a tangle and I would try sort it out, but I literally can't feel my fingers anymore, so I think it's time to pack up.
Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye everyone.